Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. I wanted to touch on something today. It's been on my heart for a couple of days, and I thought I let it marinate a little bit, and I thought, okay, I'll share. So, first and foremost, know that you are an energy being. I've said this often, but you are. You're an energy being. The greater part of you is the non-physical. There's a piece of you focused here in physical in these bodies. Now, the universe, the way it works, everything is energy. Everything is frequency. Everything has a frequency. Everything vibrates. You knew this before you got here, but of course, when we get here, we forget. And that's all by design, because how else could you have the ultimate experience of the theme that you chose? And yes, you chose a theme. Not everything is set in stone, and you don't have to be miserable. Okay, so the way the universe works with frequency and vibration is from your thoughts, your belief systems, your emotions. So if you have a strong belief about something and you have strong emotion behind it, you're putting out a frequency. Or it could be just something that you keep thinking about. You're putting that out. You're like a big radio receiver. So if you are focused on a particular thing, whether it be I am not worthy, okay? And you keep thinking that, and things keep showing up in your life because you have that. So something else comes. I am not worthy. So something else will come to show you just that. Maybe it's a friend who stabs you in the back. Maybe it is a lover or a husband or a wife who cheats on you and just doesn't care about your feelings. It could be something like that. But then there's those times where you say, well, my goodness, if that's the case, why did somebody steal something so significant from me? Okay. Everything is a mirror. Mirrors are your friends. Mirrors will show up in your life. What do you mean, mirror? Your frequency, your vibration. Things will come into your life, your existence, and mirror whatever you got going on. So you say, well, they stole something from me. I don't even know that person, but they stole something from me. How was that a mirror? I didn't steal anything from anybody. Oh, but wait. Everything begins with a thought, becomes a belief. Sometimes we have strong emotion behind it. Do you have an issue, a strong opinion about people who steal? And you might be saying, whoa, who don't? Well, look, everybody chooses a path. You don't have to like their path. You don't have to be on that path with them. When your focus is judging another person, group of people, for whatever it is that they're doing, the judgment comes back to you. Yes. There are many mirrors. They are opportunities to see what's going on in you. Look at it like a road map. You're going along. Something shows up. Could be a detour, and don't go this way, go that way. Or somebody shows up and shows you something about yourself. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up for it. And you say, oh, well, I've had to really take hard looks at myself. Well, join the club. That's what's going on right now. We are releasing all the junk that don't need to be there. It's an opportunity. Count it all joy. No, it don't feel good. No. Sit with it. Own it. Own it. Sit with it and own it. Because you can't dispose of it until you own it. Sit with it. It's your friend. Well, it's darkness. Yeah, it's your friend. It came to show something to you. It provided an opportunity for you to grow, to evolve. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up over the past. Let it stay back there. But here's the thing. If you've got something showing up in your body, you tell a tree by its fruit. But if you've got something showing up in your body, it doesn't feel good. Okay, sit with it. What is this trying to show me? Well, how will I know? How will I know? Look, it's really simple. If you're not quite sure, do your research. Type in your phone, your computer, your tablet. What is the metaphysical reason behind, say, kidney problems? Look it up. Look it up. What does it say? Does something inside of you recognize what's going on with that? I think the last time I looked at kidney issues, it was connected to your sacral chakra, which is connected to your creativity. It is connected to fear. It's definitely rooted in fear, kidney issues. And maybe you fear not being supported. Maybe you fear not being who you want to be. Examine yourself. It's not hard, and you don't have to beat yourself up. You're not a bad person. Look, we all go through things. We are born magnificent masters that we are. And then life happens. Well, you say, yep, well, if I didn't have the parents that I had, you chose them. Look, before you got here, things were set in place. You chose if you were going to be male or female. You chose your look. You chose your mom and dad. You chose where you would be born. Yeah, there are certain things in place. Now, those folks that you were born to, maybe they had some strong issues. Maybe they were walking in fear, in darkness, okay? But maybe it would take those two individuals who loved you the best way they could because that's all they know. Maybe it took them to jig at something in you because you wanted to explore that theme. Sounds bizarre and crazy? Well, chew on it. But you did. You chose your parents. So say it was something that happened to you in childhood. Now, can you bash your parents? No, you chose them. They had what you needed to move forward on the theme, on the thing you wanted to explore in life. Yeah. Then you go to school. Now, once you get to school, things change. Now you are exposed to all kind of stuff. Yeah. So there are things in your life that will jig at you, that will scar you in a little way, and then when you become a young adult, well, now you're just supposed to know how to do things. It doesn't matter. Imagine being raised with a chicken and a rooster. Now you're grown. They want you to be an eagle. After they've raised you being a chicken and a rooster. But here's the good news. You can be the eagle if you choose to be the eagle. You can. Yeah. So yeah, you can tell a tree by its fruit. There are mirrors. There are many kind of mirrors. So if you feel like an injustice has been done to you, sit back and ask yourself why. You don't necessarily have to be the thing that happened to you. Usually, when things happen in relationships, if you're being abused, neglected, overlooked, whatever, and you've tried to work things out and it's just not working out, well, you have a choice to make. Yeah, you have a choice. So you sit down and you think about those choices. But here's what I want to tell you. Because I've heard people say, oh, I left that person alone. That's great. The person was really hurting you and using you, abusing you. Oh, I left him alone, or I left her alone. But what did you take from that relationship? Did you just take that they were being really rotten? Hurting you, abusing you some kind of way? Did you take that with you? Or did you look at it as an opportunity, a mirror? Because you attract where you're at. I know a lot of folks don't want to hear that, but you attract where you're at. In relationship, you attract where you're at for some reason. So what could it be? There's a lesson in everything. There's something of a positive value to take from every issue that you've gone through. If you sit there and just point, it's their fault, it's all them, I was wonderful. Okay, maybe you were. But you had a belief somewhere stuck in here that attracted that. Yeah, you attracted that. So examine yourself. Don't just go through a relationship, kick them to the curb and think it's all their fault, and not take anything from that with you, because you'll repeat it. If the lesson wasn't learned, you'll repeat it. Now, I don't know about you, but I want victory over all the BS. I do. I'm not going to beat myself up for choices that got me in situations, because those situations showed me something. Could be you questioned yourself. Maybe you knew better about something and you questioned yourself and you started to let go of what you knew and you started listening to outside influence. Ain't that a lesson, huh? Never go against your gut. Never. Maybe you have a strong opinion about homeless people. Maybe you have a strong opinion about other religions. Maybe you have a strong opinion about people that steal or whatever. Look, mind your business. If it's not happening to you or your loved ones, but you're looking for reasons just to spew out toxicity to other folks, mind your business. Tend to your own stuff. Because I promise you, we all got our own stuff. We do. Tend to that. Learn how to be accepting. Know that people chose a path in life. Yeah. Look, I'm not exempt. It's an ongoing thing with me. Yeah. I found places where I was being judgmental. And I thought, oh, wow, I didn't see it that way. But it was that way. I mean, I could sit there and try to excuse myself and say, oh, well, no. Mm-mm. I want to be in alignment with who I truly am. Why? Because when I am who I truly am, I flow. I flow in all things that feel good. Yeah. So do you want to feel good? You got things happening in your life repetitively, huh? Things are showing up. Yes, things are going to show up. That's the way it's all set up. You wouldn't have had it any other way. You didn't see it on the other side. When you were getting ready for this incarnation, you didn't see it over there as an issue. No, you were grateful. Look, there's going to be little things along the way showing up to show you where you're at. Do you need to make a detour? Course correct? Yeah. Don't beat yourself up. Look, you are a beautiful soul. You incarnated here as a beautiful soul. When you were born, I promise you, you were not that little sinful creature that some would have you believe, born in original sin. That's bull. I'll say it, it's bullshit, okay? You were magnificent, a master creator that came here. Yes. And by design, you forgot who you were so that you could fully emerge into this physical experience and take from it what you intended to take from it. Yes. You wanted to explore. You say, well, why would anybody want to explore this? I don't know, for your soul's evolution. You knew on the other side. Yeah. So look, you're going through things, emotions are coming up, things you didn't know was in there, but they're bubbling up to the surface. Remember how gold is purified. The heat's turned up. All the impurities bubble to the surface. That's okay. Let them bubble. And when you see them and you skim them off and you have to sit there and look at it, sit there with it. Own it. Thanks for showing up. And deal with it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be offended. Deal with it. How do I deal with it? Change your belief system about it. Some of us were carrying around old stories, just carrying it in our bodies. Yeah, deal with it. Kick it to the curb. Don't let it kink your hose. Now, some things are easy. Other things will take time. It's okay. Go easy on yourself. Get busy about doing things you love. Yes, that will bring your vibration up. Yeah. When you are following your passion, synchronicities, good synchronicities will show up and lead you along the way. It's lovely. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you are enjoying your day today. It's snowing here again. It's all good though. It's all good. Well, I guess that's all I want to say about this. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Namaste.